Alright, so back to our triads, of course. Was focused off kind of building from assignment 4, which is putting the root anywhere on the B string, and then building our scale linearly by putting the third above each root, so 1 chord, 2 chord, 3 chord, 4 chord. To add to that is putting the fifth to the triad below the root, so we have the third above the root. Major third shape. The fifth can be thought of as its own interval from the root. Thus, you could follow the same pattern as your major, minor, minor, except with the fifth there is no major or minor. So 1 chord, a whole step is 2 chord, and a whole step is 3 chord, and 4 chord, and 5 chord, and 6 chord. When I get to 7 chord, it's a flat 5. But point being, we're going to work on 3 shapes: major, minor, and diminished. So if you find your root on the first string here, or second string, sorry, put the third on the first, put our fifth on the G string or third string. The easiest example that you already know is a D chord. In a D chord you have D, the root, F sharp, the third, and A, the fifth, root to 5. That's what a perfect fifth interval looks like, the shape on guitar, if the root is on the second string. Of course, a flat 5 would do that. So you want to be able to identify 3 shapes, this being major triad, could be anywhere. Take D if you want, just analyze D chord. That's major. If you want to make a D chord minor, you lower the third. You have to change your fingering, which now your middle finger went to the fifth and your index to the third, so you swap those 2 out so you can finger it. Major, minor. But that's shape number 2 is minor, could be anywhere. If the root is here, a major third is here, and a flat 5 is here, and from the root a perfect fifth is that shape. So a minor shape, doesn't matter where. So major, root, third, fifth. Make it minor by flatting the third but keeping a perfect fifth. To make that minor shape diminish, all we have to do is flat the 5. And so you want to be able to kind of start with major anywhere. Flat the third, this guy, have to change the fingering. Flat the 5 to make it diminish. Whoops. When you've got those 3 shapes locked in your mind, then you should be able to realize them by thinking of just the fretboard without having your hand in place. You got those kind of locked in, and I would just say just cycle major, minor, diminished, minor, major, minor, diminished. But know your numbers, root, third, and fifth, and really lock that in. Draw those shapes out, understand the chord tones, which is which, how to make something major, how to make it minor, diminished, go back and forth. Just work that without getting into Ionian. But when you're comfortable with those shapes, you can relook at assignment 4, where we were just doing root and adding the third to the root, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, minor, major. We can now add the fifth below major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminish, major. You start in D, that might be a familiar place just because of the 1 chord. There's the 1 chord major, 2 chords, since the root is on the B string, the 2 chord is a whole step away and it's minor. The 3 chord is a whole step, that's minor. 4 chords a half step, major. 5 chord a whole step, major. 6 chord a whole step, minor. 7 chord a whole step, diminished. And you can hear that resolution about to happen. Finger pick. picking I wouldn't be too concerned about. Just be aware of what you're doing and how you're doing it. Otherwise, let's call this assignment number 5, whoop-de-doo, which is a triad exercise on the 1st and 2nd, 3rd string, putting the root on the 2nd string, the 3rd on the 1st string, and the 5th on the 3rd string. And so I know you know that major 3rd shape, the roots, you know that major 3rd shape and that minor 3rd shape. Now know a perfect 5th shape below the root, which is that, doesn't matter where, and a flat 5 is there. In our index shape, we have do on the 2nd string. Do, ti, la, sol, and there's where we can find our perfect 5th shape. It's not the only place to find it in all of our shapes, but it's an easy one to target. So you can remind yourself that your index shape